What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another vlog here on Emkwan Vlogs. Peace and blessings you all out there. So it's the first day of the month of Ramadan. So let's start this vlog off with a big Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem to all of you that are celebrating or taking part in this month. This is going to be video 1 of a Ramadan series. The next month, 30 days or so, I'm going to title all of these vlogs Ramadan series. And what I want to do is I want to take this opportunity to talk to you more about the month of Ramadan, to share what Ramadan is like from this part of the world, because so many of you have been asking to see it. I want to talk to you about my plans for Ramadan, but right now we're running a bit late because we've been invited to our first iftar. It's the first day of Ramadan and we've been invited to our first iftar. So we're gonna get ready because we're running a little late. Head on over there, break fast, and then on with the rest of the vlog. Just before we go, check this out guys. It's been almost a year since I've worn a kandora. Sounds crazy, right? I was just thinking about it, but in most of my vlogs now, I tend to wear t-shirt, jeans, whatever. So it's kind of nice to be back in the kandora, particularly this time of the year with all the heat going on. Right, you guys ready? Zane's ready. Mommy's ready. Let's go. We got a box of dates. Let's do this. Come, Zane. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Right, we got here and oh, look at that Lamborghini parked outside. I'll show you a closer look, but we are seriously running late, so let's deal with this first. Guys, check out the views from here. It's absolutely stunning. This building is probably the next building that we're going to move into, because we need to move into a 2-bedroom apartment, and I think this one of these towers is where we'll end up now. Check that area down there below. It's really cool. We've got tons of pools, kiddie pools, and then I think 2 or 3 gyms. Shame they haven't got the sea view, but hey, you can't have it all, right? You can't have it all. Such a wonderful iftar on the first day of Ramadan. Iftar in the sense that, you know, food was great, but also to spend time with some amazing family friends as well. We always love chilling out with the 2 families that were there. But check this out guys, I have a full bottle of water that I need to get through before suhoor tomorrow. Suhoor tomorrow, I basically have to get up early in the morning, okay? We're talking about, what time? I think I get up just before 3 o'clock, and it's now coming up to 5 minutes to 11. So I've got to get up tomorrow morning at about 3 a.m, try and eat, then pray my morning prayer, and then basically fasting throughout the day. Today was the first full day of fasting. But really quickly, check this out guys. I wanted to show you, I put up a video on reviews. Let's go to Emkwan reviews. It's the first video that I put out for Ramadan. It's top 3 Ramadan apps for iOS and Android. Go and check that out if you're interested. I'll give you some ideas, and they work for both iPhone and Android, so I think you guys will benefit from that as well. And leave a little comment down below as well. Don't be stingy. Leave a comment. This is on my other channel, by the way, so if you haven't already, then please do hit subscribe. Yeah, I gotta get through all this water, and then I go to sleep. enough of that view. I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to see my face for the next few minutes. So I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of just talk to you guys a little. First of all, I want to talk about something that I said on social media that some of you were asking me about, probably when this vlog goes up. A couple of days ago, I had this bright spark idea of vlogging for the full 30 days of Ramadan, and I've decided against that. But before I talk about why I've decided against that, let me just explain to you why at the time I felt like it was something that I should do. So a couple of days ago, we heard about the tragic events that happened in Manchester, and as always, you know, Islam, Muslims get brought to the surface. You know, these guys are responsible for all the wrongs in the world. You know, all the kind of the usual jargon about Islam, about Muslims, about, you know, this is Islam as a whole, all that kind of stuff came to the surface. Now, I've mentioned this before, and I've spoken about this to some length, that I am a Muslim YouTuber. I don't necessarily make that very public. I don't go and make it a point to mention that in my vlogs, because I think that, you know, most people, and this is my own personal belief, there are some people that believe that, you know, being a Muslim is like a badge of honor and that they should always tell people about that. I don't agree with that, because I think that your religion should make you a better person, ultimately. I mean, if you're not a better person, then it's pointless what your religion is. Also, as a content creator, as a type of an artist, as a type of person that, you know, puts engaging content out there for people to, you know, take part in, such as these vlogs, I don't feel that, you know, the person's religion or background should dictate whether or not they are good at something. For example, you know, there's Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat has certain political views that I don't agree with at all, but that doesn't mean that I can't benefit from his content. There are a range of other content creators I can use as an example. I might not approve of their lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that I dismiss them as an individual, and dismiss the talent or the content that they put out. So that's one kind of issue that I had. But then after the Manchester attacks, I felt like, as always, a part of my identity was being attacked. And I wanted to use this medium, the vlogging channel that I have, to put out a narrative and put out, you know, an alternative, that not all Muslims are this way, that not all Muslims agree with these actions, and thirdly, that Muslims, the vast majority of us, are actually normal people. Like, we have the same issues when it comes to worrying about finances, worrying about relationships, worrying about, you know, whether or not we should have fries with that meal or not. There's this massive drive in the media, particularly in Western media at the moment, to kind of paint Muslims as an us versus them, almost like, you know, Muslims are aliens. So, you know, a part of wanting to vlog for the full 30 days was to kind of counteract this narrative. But I thought about it, and I felt that a big part of Ramadan also is the spiritual aspect, is that aspect where it's once a year that we get this opportunity as Muslims to focus on our spirituality, to focus on ourselves, to make ourselves better individuals. So I decided against that, and I know that some of you will be quite upset with that, but I hope you can understand. It's a dilemma. I don't want to start something and then not be able to keep up with it during that time, because I do want to focus. I want to focus on my prayer. I want to focus on my relationship with God. I want to focus on my relationship with the Quran, you know, more recitation in this month. The second thing is I also want to focus on my health, because that is a big part of what God requires from us as individuals, is that we cherish this ni'mah, this blessing that we've been given, which is our health. I want to focus on that more in this month. And, you know, I've just come back from a swim about half an hour ago. I think if I was vlogging every day, it would distract a great deal from that. The third thing that I want to do is I want to focus on voluntary work. I want to use this month to focus more on all the charitable activities that are taking place in Abu Dhabi, and actually practically get involved with some of those. One of those is in the pipeline. I will share that with you in the next vlog, hopefully. But that's also something that, again, if I was vlogging for the full 30 days, it would distract. But I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you can understand that. I hope you can, you know, come on this journey with me. The next 30 days, the next kind of month of vlogging that I'm going to do, I want to focus more on Ramadan out here in the Middle East from the perspective of a Muslim YouTuber. I hope you guys will enjoy this month of vlogging. If you've enjoyed this particular vlog, then as always, please leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and do subscribe if you haven't already. We've now got around about 20 minutes before iftar, before we break our fast, so I'm gonna edit this vlog and I will hopefully see you in the next video. I'm Emkwan. Peace and blessings.